Good evening. I'm Stephen Cooper. I live.
It's really, really hard to hear back there.
I'm Stephen Cooper. I live on Sunset Drive in Antioch. I have two kids at Antioch High. This board's failure to act over the past 15 months has been very disappointing. For 15 months, you've allowed unelected bureaucracies with no accountability to seize control of our district and completely disrupt life as we know it with no end in sight. For 15 months, you've been rubber stamping guidance from these people with no thoughtful discussion, no analysis of the science. For 15 months, you've been violating your oath. Guidance is not law. ISBE is not a dictatorship. There's nothing in Title 23 calling for face mask, quarantine, social distance, or the rest of it. Your oath requires you to follow law, but instead you're following guidance from people who have a track record of failure. Guidance with no science. Now, you know this from the 6-foot social distance. Think of the logistical chaos everybody in this room went through in the name of 6 feet. The cohorts, the ABCs. My kids went to school 1 week out of every 3 in the name of 6 feet, and then overnight it all disappeared. Now, what happened overnight with science to warrant such a dramatic change? Nothing. 6 feet was arbitrary, 3 feet was arbitrary. You allowed our district to descend into logistical chaos based on arbitrary numbers. You must stop listening to these people. They are unelected. They have no accountability for the damage they are causing. They have a track record of failure, and yet you treat their every word as gospel. Dozens of other districts aren't doing it anymore. Warsaw 316 was one of the first. A month ago, they said no masks. They will be optional in the fall for all students and staff. No discrimination based on vaccination status, no testing, and no quarantining healthy people. I've sent you all the diseases that grow on a brand new mask after being worn for 6 hours. Strep, staph, Lyme disease, Legionnaires, listeria, pneumonia, tuberculosis, meningitis, all growing on a brand new mask. Are you going to take responsibility if somebody gets a deadly bacterial infection from a mask you make them wear? I wouldn't want that liability on my shoulders. Last week, you made it even worse. An email came out saying you're going to discriminate based on vaccination status. That is illegal. It violates Healthcare Rights of Conscience Act. This board must stop kowtowing to bureaucrats and letting them run roughshod over our district. You need to look at this guidance with a jaundiced eye because it's coming from people with a track record of failure. And once you do that, you'll put a stop to this. Make masks optional, no social distance, no plexiglass, no quarantining healthy people. What an outrageous concept. No violating medical privacy demanding tests, no discriminating based on vaccination status. In other words, return to normal. You've never done any of this for any other illness. Stop doing it for COVID. When someone gets sick, send a sick kid home and stop harassing everybody else. The propaganda, the fear, the lies, the politics surrounding this illness are over. Our kids deserve better. They've suffered enough. They've lost an entire year of quality education and an entire year of quality of life because of your failure to act. The time to act is now and put an end to all these COVID protocols. Back to normal in the fall. Thank you.